Hello everybody, welcome back. It is that time of the month. We are going to be going through my November favorites today. I have some makeup, skincare. I have a perfume that I have been beyond obsessed with over the last month. I'm gonna put in a vote that November was the fastest month to ever go by in the entire year. I feel like it just started and I cannot believe that it's already done. I know that that is the most cliche thing to say at the beginning of a favorites video, but I feel it so deep within my heart, I needed to share it. I just honestly don't understand, like, how are we basically in 2023 already? I hope you guys are gonna enjoy. Let me know all of your thoughts on everything that I'm gonna be talking about in the comments, and let's get right into it. So I think I'm gonna start off first with my skincare favorites, and the first thing that I'm gonna talk about is this Elemis Superfood AHA Glow cleansing butter. This is probably one of my favorite cleansing balms that I've tried in a really long time for a couple reasons. First of all, it just really gets the job done. It breaks down every single ounce of makeup that's on my face. Whether I'm wearing waterproof mascara or a really heavy foundation, like this will get rid of it in one swipe. The texture of this is also so yummy, and I know that's also kind of like a cringy way to describe a product, but that's truly just the best way to describe it. I don't know. I don't make the rules. It's kind of like a thick, balmy oil that feels just really nice and hydrating. But what makes this cleansing balm special and what makes it different from the other cleansing balms that I've loved and tried in the past is that it has AHA in here. And that AHA is really going to help in making your skin look glowier. It's going to help in retexturizing. And so not only are you removing your makeup, but you're also giving yourself a little treatment as you're removing the makeup. And I just love that concept. I love being able to do two things at the same time, taking off my makeup, but also detexturizing my skin with some AHA. Yeah, please. Thank you. I'll take that. I'm actually almost done this and I'm definitely going to be repurchasing. You will be seeing it in my empties video sometime soon. It's just amazing stuff. Next up in the skincare category, we have the Inculus Salicylic Acid Cleanser. I'm gonna read a little excerpt of what salicylic acid does. It dissolves skin debris that clogs pores, amazing, acts as an anti-inflammatory, and also helps red inflamed pimples go away faster. And it also works as a chemical exfoliator, which is what I love for my skin. And so I started using it and it has been amazing, and I've actually found that those little breakouts that I would get just haven't really been popping up as much, and I really feel like this has a lot to do with it. And I also really like using these types of ingredients in cleansers because they're not as intense as if you were to go in with like a serum or anything more potent. Plus it's the Inculus, so it's really affordable. You guys know I've been on such a hunt for a good eye cream, and I feel like I finally found something that works so well for my under eyes. I've been using this for at least a month, maybe even a little bit over a month, and it's been wonderful for my under eyes, and I have not had any weird reactions. I haven't had any melia pop up, and it's just been working great. So it's from Grown Alchemist, and it's called the Age Repair Eye Cream. I just want an eye cream that will simply hydrate my under eyes. That way, if I'm applying makeup, my concealer and whatever I put underneath my eyes will just sit better. Or if I'm not putting on makeup, I just want my under eyes to be nice and plump and hydrated. But it's been so hard to find an eye cream that doesn't give me milia, which are those little like clogged bumps that appear underneath the eyes. It can happen very easily, especially if you're using products that are too heavy. This is one of the first eye creams that I've tried that has not made me react, and I'm very, very excited about it. So I wanted to share it with you guys because I know that a lot of you are also experiencing the same types of issues as me. I have a little story for you guys. A couple months ago, I went out for dinner with a fellow YouTuber, Tony Sevdalis. And when I met with her, I gave her a hug, and immediately I smelled her perfume and I was just awestruck by it. I asked her what she was wearing, and she said that it was Baccarat Rouge 540, and ever since that dinner, I have not been able to stop thinking about this perfume because she just smelled so good. She kind of warned me that it was a really pricey perfume, but I didn't really expect how pricey it would be. It's like $400 something Canadian. Let me actually confirm that. Yeah, the 70 ml size is $425 Canadian. I know, guys, I know. Stop yelling at me. I fully am aware how insane the price of this perfume is. And that's why I didn't buy it for myself. I saw the price and I was like, I mean, I would love to smell like an angel, but absolutely not. I will not be doing that. Then there was a day where I was like raving about it to my parents, and they ended up getting it for me as a gift, which was incredibly sweet and very generous, and I was so excited. So I have it right over here. This perfume has changed me as a person. I feel like my confidence, the way that I feel about myself, just everything about my energy just goes up a couple notches. It makes me feel so good. I'll have moments in the day when I'm wearing this and I'll get whiffs of it. I'm like, wow, I smell absolutely incredible. And man, the compliments that you get on this fragrance when you wear it is insane. I've never gotten so many compliments on a perfume, and I totally understand because I was that person. The notes are jasmine, saffron, cedarwood, and ambergris. So it's very warm and it does have a little bit of sweetness to it. I don't know what to do now though, guys. I will inevitably run out of this. And then what? Do I have to repurchase this? Is this just my life now? I don't know. So if anybody knows a good dupe for this perfume that's not $425, let me know in the comments. If you are feeling like you want to splurge on a perfume though, I just had to put it out there that this is incredible. So go give it a sniff. Let me know what you think and give me dupes, please. I'm gonna need it. So now let's move into the makeup, and I want to talk about the lip that I'm wearing right now. I'm very excited about it. In one of my last videos, I spoke about how I'm now a red lip person, and I've been wearing red toned lips almost every single day. It's like one of my favorite things to do. It similar to the perfume, it kind of just makes me feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more like sexy. I really love it with my new hair color. I'm just all about the red lip. So I've been trying a lot of different formulas, and I was on TikTok the other day and this girl was talking about this formula from Dior that I actually had in my collection, but I hadn't tried yet. And she sold me on it. She sold me on a product that I already owned, but hadn't tried yet. What are you? The writing is so small. Dior Addict Lip Tint, and this one in particular is in the shade 771. This is actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now. So this is a lip stain, and wearing a red lip as a stain is honestly the most ideal way to wear a red lip, because red lips or any bold lip can be a little bit finicky, right? So it's nice to have a product that you know is going to just stain your lips and stay there for the entire day. And I like the idea of a stain because it's just way more lightweight compared to like a matte liquid lip. So it's not going to feel as heavy on the lips as long as you get the right formula, because there's plenty of stains that actually do feel very drying. And this lip product, guys, is stunning. It is probably the most comfortable lip stain I have ever tried. I do not feel any type of dryness or tightness when I wear this, which is so unusual, I find, for a stain. And this also wears so well. It does not go anywhere. It does not budge. I actually just ate a little like sushi roll with this on, and I did even reapply it, and look at how even it looks on my lips still. On top of that, if you do want to reapply it, it actually layers really nicely. You don't have to take it off to reapply it because it doesn't get weird when you do that. And I've been really enjoying experimenting, trying to find reds that are wearable. And this is like one of the most wearable types of reds to wear because it just really looks like it's a part of the lips. It doesn't look too intense or too like punchy, and you're really able to make it look more worn in. And I have other stuff here that I've been wearing in combination with this. The perfect lip liner to go with this stain is this Rare Beauty lip liner. This is the Kind Words matte lip liner in the shade Gifted. It is the perfect like burgundy red color, and just generally the Rare Beauty lip liners are beautiful. They're so creamy, they last really well, they're very pigmented, very easy to apply. I've been really enjoying them, and I've been kind of like reaching towards them over my other lip liners lately because I've really discovered how much I like them. There is actually another color that I've been really loving from the line that I want to share with you guys, and it's called Wise. I love discovering nude lip liners that give you that perfectly contoured lip look. It's one of my favorite types of liners to wear because I just feel like they're the most versatile, and this has been my go-to for that type of effect lately. The last product I wanted to mention is another Dior product. This is the Lip Glow Oil in the shade Mahogany. This layers so nicely on top of this particular lip. Also, it's beautiful just on its own with just like a little bit of a lip liner. It looks way more pigmented in here than it does actually translate on the lips. So on its own, it really gives you like the slightest hint of color, but layered on like another red lipstick, especially this stain, stunning. Absolutely beautiful. For foundation, I discovered the House Labs foundation this month. This is the Triclone Skin Tech foundation, and I wear the shade 160 light neutral, which matches me pretty perfectly. I'm always really excited when I find more medium to full coverage foundations that give me that very, very natural look while still giving me really high coverage, and that's what this foundation does for me. When I first tried House Labs, I was not a fan of the products, and with the rebrand that they did, I feel like they really came out with some pretty solid products, and the foundation I feel like is probably one of the best products in their lineup right now. So when I do want more of like a medium to full coverage look, especially for nighttime or even for filming videos, I've been going towards this, and I've just just been really loving how it's been making my skin look. I just love a foundation that gives me that coverage, but that doesn't give me any heaviness. That's like always what I look for, and this just checks all the boxes for me. And then for more of like a skin tint, light coverage foundations, these two have been the ones that I've been going to most. This is the Chanel Les Beige Touche de Teint Water Fresh Complexion Touch Foundation, and then the Summer Friday Sheer Skin Tint. This is actually what I'm wearing on my skin right now. The Summer Friday Skin Tint is very, very, very sheer. Like, this has almost no coverage, really. It is a true skin tint. So for most days when I'm not filming and I'm just kind of like running around doing errands or even just like sitting around in my office working, sometimes I just want to put on makeup and I don't want anything too heavy. And this has been the perfect tint for that type of purpose. And I do actually have a shade that's a little bit too deep for my skin tone right now. This is shade number 4, and I did that on purpose because this is such a sheer product. I am able to get away with going a little bit deeper in the shade to just give me a little bit more color, and it's not going to look weird or off because it blends into the skin so easily. That is really the only type of foundation that I would ever suggest, like, that you're able to kind of play with your shade a little bit. With anything that's like even light coverage, get your true shade. But if it's really, really sheer, you can kind of almost use it as like a skin enhancer rather than just a skin tint. Now, when I want more coverage than the Summer Fridays, but I don't want as much coverage as the House Labs, then I've been going towards the Chanel Les Beige. This has been my favorite now for a couple of months. It's truly just one of the best finds of the year for me. Perfect light to medium coverage foundation that looks really hydrating, super natural looking. I find I'm able to really easily throw this on. I actually really enjoy applying this with my hands and my fingers. I do have a couple videos where I try this out so you can see what this looks like in action. So I'll link some of those videos down below if you want to check it out. But for day today, love the Tower 28 Make Waves Mascara. This is another product that I strongly feel is one of the best makeup launches of the year. I cannot get over how impressive this mascara is. It really checks every single box that I want from a mascara. It curls your lashes, it gives you length, it separates your lashes. It's not waterproof, but it does not give you raccoon eyes. It does not smudge throughout the day. It doesn't flake. It's also super buildable, so you're able to get something more lightweight and more natural looking, or you can totally build this up and get something a little bit more dramatic, but it's not going to get clumpy when you build it up. What more can you ever want from a mascara? I would love for Tower 28 to come out with a brown version of this. I think that would be so awesome. Like a really nice, deep, dark, rich espresso brown. It is so good. I don't see how a mascara could get any better than this. They deserve an award for this guy. Eyeshadow palettes. I have been loving this little Makeup by Mario palette. This is the Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. I also got this during the Sephora sale, and I honestly didn't think that I would be too obsessed with this when I first got it because it's a neutral palette. And how many neutral palettes do I have in my collection? A lot. Did I need another one? Absolutely not. But do I love this? Yes. And have I been wearing it most days? Also yes. I think what makes this palette really special are these shades right in the center, all of like the shimmery sparkly shades. They are like the most perfect sheer sparkly wet looking eyeshadows. And even on the days that I'm not wearing like full on eyeshadow, which is most days, I just take one of these and I just dab it somewhere on my lid just to give me a nice like little sparkly look. So with those sparkly shades combined with these great basics, you have a really nice well-rounded eyeshadow palette. I also really do like that most of these shades lean more on like the neutral side. They're not too cool, they're not too warm, and I do prefer eyeshadows that are like this. I also like how the palette itself is built. It has a nice mirror that stands up on its own. Can never discount a good mirror. Another palette that I've been really enjoying lately is the Rowan Beauty eyeshadow palette in Mood Forever. I don't know why I said Eva, it's Ever, Mood Forever. Similar reason as to why I've been loving the Makeup by Mario palette so much. These shades also give you the most beautiful, like soft, sparkly, slightly wet look to the lids, and that's actually what I'm wearing on my lids today. I took a little bit of this shade, I just dabbed it on the center of my lid, and it's just a really nice way to add that little extra touch of something without adding too much. They're kind of like a hybrid between a powder and a cream. So because they are slightly creamy, they don't give you any type of fallout, which is always key for any type of glitter or sparkly eyeshadow. So if you like the idea of the sparkles in here, but you don't want a full palette, maybe check out this guy because it's a nice little quad. So after dyeing my hair this auburn red color, I had to switch up all of my brow products. So I got this Gimme Brow in the shade 3.5, which is Benefit's Auburn shade, and I've been loving this for day to day. I kind of forgot how good Gimme Brow was. I've been using the Kosas Brow Gel the most over the last couple of months, and I still absolutely love it. It's just a really good thickening brow gel. It does give you a little bit more like definition to your brows. It's definitely a little bit more intense compared to the Kosas Brow Gel. And the color of this is also so great, especially if you are auburn. It's like the perfect amount of warmth. It doesn't look orange or off on the brow. And overall, it's a really great product. So I just wanted to quickly mention that. And then the last products that I wanted to talk about are brushes. These brushes are from the brand Rephr. Rephr has very quickly become one of my favorite brands when it comes to brushes. I just really appreciate how a lot of their brushes that they release are just like slightly more unique shapes, and they're shapes that you don't often see everywhere else. And I find that they're just very well thought out. And so these actually 4 brushes, I forgot this guy, have been just wonderful. So these 2 guys, this is the 35 and then this is 36, are 2 brushes that I think work really, really great for precision concealer work specifically. Number 35 is more of like a classic rounded dome shape, and then 36 is kind of like flat on one side and it has a bit of an angle to it. Both of these honestly are just really, really great to get in underneath the eye. They're great to blend out concealer around the face, to like get in the corners on the face. And they're also very, very, very soft. They're also quite dense, so they give you a very like flawless look. This one over here is interesting. It's number 33 and it almost looks like a giant eyeshadow brush, but I do not use this for eyeshadow. It comes to a little bit of a point. It's also very fluffy, but slightly dense. And I've been really, really loving using this for precise powder application. When I don't want to apply a ton of powder to my face and I want to be really precise with exactly where I want the powder to go, this is like the perfect brush to use to do just that. I love it to apply powder underneath the eyes. It just fits underneath the eyes so nicely, even around spots that are kind of hard to hit, like around the nose, because it goes to a point. It's really easy to get those small little areas, and even to go around like the lip line to set. This is wonderful. This would also be a really great nose contour brush. I haven't used it as that, but the shape and the fluffiness and everything about it would actually work really well. This guy is less of a unique shape, but I still feel like just everything about it is so perfect. This is number 37, and it's just like a smaller, rounded, domed brush. Brushes that are literally this exact size and shape are some of my favorites, especially for blush. It's also a great multitasker brush. You can also totally use this to contour, even for highlighter if you wanted to, but I personally really like to use this for blush. And all right, guys, that is it. Those are all of my favorite products from the month. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments on everything that I spoke about today. Have you tried any of these out? What are your thoughts? I would love to get your own reviews, and if you want to share what you've been loving over the last month, definitely leave a comment in the comment section and hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy today's video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one.